leave. It's a beast. We get this in there, we're gonna get chips. There's a little one. Now we're getting somewhere. So you may have caught some of my videos recently. You know, for the last 3 years, I was over at General Atomics in Mississippi, and I worked with some incredible people there. And this is one of them right here, my homeboy Jesse. When I first went for my interview there, I went in and I met a bunch of people who lived out there in the Mississippi swamp, super country, you know. I thought, there's no way these guys know how to program anything. And in Jesse's case, I was absolutely right. I'm just playing now. He's actually one of the 2 best programmers I've ever met in my life. I'm honored to have him here working with me.
I heard Titan was needing a top-level machinist, and I was surprised when he actually hired Barry. So I had to come out here and show him what a real top-level guy looked like.
Yeah, because God knows, after working with him for 3 years, I had never seen one. So while we worked together at General Atomics, you know, I would sit there and work maybe 40 hours a week, where Jesse here was working 60 to 80 hours, working on some of the most complicated parts on the planet. Things that I would look at and say, hoo-hoo, no bid, and he'd be like, okay, when do you want me to start this? So naturally, because Jesse had the best work ethic and he had the most experience in complicated materials and parts, they made me lead programmer. So every time I got something that I knew I was incapable of doing, of course, I delegated that to Jesse. So while I have a ton of 5-axis experience, you know, Jesse has a lot of experience in the things that I've kind of struggled with over the years. So he has a really good understanding of like tilted work plane and, you know, dynamic work offsets, some of the more complicated parts of what we do for a living. You know, Jesse did a lot of tutorials for us at General Atomics, doing things like center of rotation tests. You know, he came up with processes, procedures. He literally wrote some of our processes while we were there together. So to give you guys an idea of the complexity that this guy's used to, you know, I walked up on him one day and he was working on this Department of Defense part. I'm not gonna say what the part was, but the complexity was disgusting. Like, I looked at it and I wanted to cry for him. So I'd asked him how he was gonna get to all these internal features of this part that was a cylinder and had a bunch of surface milling and counterbores and stuff on the inside. And he told me about how his plan was to put a right angle head into this mill turn. Now, I've never seen anybody put a right angle head into a mill turn before in my life.
Neither have I, but we figured it out.
So not only did he get the right angle head to work in the mill turn, but he also got the part through inspection. And this was a part that when I looked at it, I thought that no programmer I'd ever met would be capable of doing. So for me, I started working in my dad's machine shop, and then I gradually moved on to aerospace shops and did a lot of 5-axis work.
I started out with a small job shop here in Tupelo, Mississippi, and we did a little bit of everything from automotive industry to anybody that walked in the door that had some money. So we did a little bit of everything there. From there, I went to a larger medical machine shop where I machined mostly bone plates. And from there, I went to General Atomics, which was mostly DOD and defense parts.
And he killed it everywhere he went. So recently, you guys may have seen a video where I talked about doing some nightmare copper parts where there were 8 parts in total. I took 4 and my buddy Jesse took the other 4. He was the Jesse that took the other 4.
Those was decent, but they wasn't too bad.
Really? So if you guys have watched and liked some of the videos I've put out recently, they're gonna be twice as good with Jesse here. I'm super excited to have him. We're really taking things to the next level here in Texas. I just wanna welcome my homeboy Jesse.
Boom. So I'm super excited to be here, be a part of Titans of CNC. I've watched Titan for years. I can't believe I'm part of this great team, and I can't wait to start teaching the world and teaching Barry as well.
Good luck, better than you have tried. So you guys stay tuned. We're gonna be showing you guys some sick content. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again soon.